Come on in! Hello, everyone. Sorry about the hiatus and everything. Half of it was intentional, half of it was unintentional. As you can see by everything around me here, half of the intentional was having a new office. My desk kind of showed up a little bit late. Even then, it's not even the right desk for everything. It just happened to be a desk I picked over at Walmart, stuff like that. But boom, these are the pictures of the new and the old office. So that was part of the intentional part. Unintentional was me not getting the desk that I ordered online, and then I had to get the refund, and then I had to fix all that and stuff like that. But that was part of that. The unintentional was because of everything that happened here recently. Whenever I went down to sit on my computer and try to record something, there was just nothing there. There really was just nothing there. I guess my body decided with that, told me I needed a break, and so I just decided to do a break. But it's one of those, I feel more horrible now not making videos than I do making videos, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying I feel bad about making videos. It's just one of those, I feel horrible about not making videos because I'm like, I like doing this type of stuff. And I feel bad about not doing it. And that feeling is greater than anything else. So that is the kick in the butt I'm using to make myself do videos again. And I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's just one of those, I'm making the juices flow back, if y'all know what I'm talking about. But that was the half unintentional part of the hiatus and everything. I would sit down in front of the computer, get everything ready, and my whole body was just saying no. My whole body was just saying no. But then that was like the last 2 weeks basically, and that's why nothing came out for the last 2 weeks. Was I would just sit down and nothing would come out. But then the rest of the week I would feel bad because I didn't make anything, and I talked about making stuff and it didn't happen. So it finally kicked itself in the butt, and I'm making more videos now. I have some more stuff going out this week and other stuff like that. But yeah, new office, new headspace, all that other fun stuff. We're going to talk about UBA here a little bit, and EBL even just a little bit, but not that much because I've said what I've said in the community post. There's only 3 things I want to talk about. I want to apologize, which I know is probably way too late to apologize for, about causing drama or sadness or anger or disappointment or anything with an EBL or UBA about anything I've ever done. And what I mean by that is, like here, especially here, I said I've been accused of cheating. I said it in the community post and I will say it now. I will say that is my own personal opinion about it because the word has never been said. However, I have never used Terra animation stalling, switch stalling, timer stalling strats ever. I have used heal stall strats. I have used it in, I think, EBL Season 3 whenever I was trying to heal set up stall with Jirachi on one of my battles in order to try to get some more Pokemon down for a KD ratio. And those strats I view as fine because it's heal strat stalls. It's part of Pokemon to deal with those strats. But switching out Pokemon all the time, Terra animation stalling, or even Dynamax animation stalling, or timer stalling, I don't view those as good strats. Because at that point, you're exploiting the game to win, not using the game to win. Because, like I said, heal strats to me is part of the game. It really is. Because that's even in other forms of using that. And that's my own personal opinion, but it's whenever I've been accused of doing those type of things, whether good or bad, I'm just like, come on now. And it's also just that was not even the first part of me having not the best feelings with stuff like that. All season long, there was a couple things here and there I really didn't like. And even in EBL, there was stuff I didn't like. Is one reason why I tried to take a break from EBL and UBA and stuff like that was because some of the little stuff here and there was just getting to me. And I think after this here lately, my own personal opinion about battle content is different than everybody else's. Either I'm more worried about everybody having fun while also being competitive instead of being just competitive, or even then I may not be as competitive as I thought and I'm just more worried about everybody having fun. But it's just one of those, I feel like sometimes those don't link up real well, and it's also on different thoughts and ideas and opinions. And I think my personal opinion and idea about how battle content should go is different than other people's. And I think from now, just to avoid stress and disappointment and anger with other people that I view as friends and other colleagues and opinions I want to be good, and I don't want that ever to be negative. I think it's going to do it with my own stuff. So I'm going to do no more EBL, no more UBA. I think with the way I want to do battle content, I think I'm just going to do it by myself. So I will be going to ranked battles. I do have a video talking about that more in detail. But I think with my own personal opinion about battle videos is I think I'm not going to do them no longer with draft leagues and stuff like that. I think my opinion is too different than what other people have, and all it does is make other people not even mad or sad, but it's just different opinions about stuff like that. Because I have my own opinions when it comes to battle content and stuff like that, and it's one of those like, don't get me wrong, I do want people to have competitive and fun and entertaining and stuff like that, but I think mine are just different than everybody else's. I don't know, I could easily be wrong, but I think just because of how I feel about things and how I interpret things and how I want my battles to be out and stuff like that, I think just need to do them by myself, and so that way I don't cause stress or anger against anybody else. Now, don't get me wrong, I loved everybody in the EBL and UBA. I hope they all have great channels. I hope they all have good times, and I hope they all have fun doing what they want to do. I just think, with the way I view things and I do things, I think I just need to not do draft leagues anymore. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I do apologize again, probably way too late. Any drama, anger, confusement, disappointment, anything negative about it, that was how I took it, and I didn't like how I took it. And even then, it's one of those, I didn't like what was being said. So I was like, you know what, my opinions and how things should or should not be done and stuff like that is different than everybody else's, so I just need to do my own thing. I hope everybody in EBA and EBL and UBA all have great channels, great lives, and everything. And I hope y'all talk to me, and I hope I talk to y'all. I think all of y'all as friends. I think all y'all are good people, and all that stuff. But I think that's going to be the closing subject of draft leagues with this channel. Uh, Speaking of closing things for the channel and stuff like that, I know I was doing the Ice Age Nuzlocke, which I still think is very cool, and I want to do videos like that, but not on this channel. I'm going to go back to the Let's Play format with my Nuzlocke series and stuff like that. I'm still going to do Nuzlocks and stuff like that. They're not changing, but I'm going to go back to the Nuzlocke format because of the fact that the scripted videos and other stuff like that is going to be on another channel. I have the channel name idea, I just haven't had it made, and whenever I do make it, I'll probably make a community post and stuff like that. But the idea of the other channel and the scripted videos is from a long time ago. I tried to do it a little bit with the Pokemon Altair and Sirius at one point. I don't know if anybody here remember that stuff. I think I took the videos down because I didn't like how it meshed with everything else. But I want to make stories with the games. I'm not that talented enough to animate stuff and to draw stuff and stuff like that. But I'm hoping I'm creative enough to use sprites and animations and music and stuff like that to create a Pokemon story. As you can probably see, like right here probably, I have a draft for the first part for a Pokemon Yellow. It has to be yellow because it'll make sense in a later date, but a Pokemon Yellow story, complete with voice acting and a storyline and everything. Because I'm able to go online and get like the sprites, I'm able to record it myself, I'm able to record the music, I can go in the battles, get the particular battle animations I need on particular Pokemon and stuff like that, and I'm gonna try to make a story. Now I have no release date, no expectation date, no nothing on anything here. This is all just purely speculative and everything else. But it is something that I think I need to go back to Let's Go formats, Let's Play formats on the Nuzlocke series, so I have time to do that. That's the only thing that's really going to be changing. Other than that, everything else is still going to be staying the same. I don't know if the idea is going to be good or not. I just know I've had this idea ever since watching like DBZ Abridged. I've had this idea. And it's never been about the anime, it's always been about the games. So I've had this idea for the longest time, just never implemented it. I think going back to the Let's Play formats with the Nuzlocke series will let me have time to try that. Even then, I don't know how long it's going to take. But I do know I do enjoy everything that I do join. I enjoy the audiobook reading. I enjoy the streaming. I enjoy the Nuzlocks. And I enjoy the battles. I just think I need to change how I'm doing things so that way it's good for y'all, it's good for me, and it's good for everybody. But again, I do apologize about how the hiatus. Part of it was intentional because I was getting the new office set up. Unintentional because I think just my body just needed a break. And I guess not my body, but my mind needed a break. But I do thank y'all for the patience and everything. And with that, I will see y'all for even more videos and everything else. Peace!